Alrighty, so good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our Team Massive Success Wednesday night meeting. My name is Rob Gehring. I'm the leader of Team Massive Success, which is part of Team Consistency, which is one of the largest organizations in all of Aspire and Digital Altitude. And I'm really glad to be your host tonight. We have a great panel tonight with Rochelle, who's one of our new team members and new Rise upgraded members. We have Annette, we have Tom, we have Carlos, and that's our audience for tonight. So plus all those that'll watch the recording and anybody that comes in, while we're in progress here that I may not see while I'm in screen share. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and move over to screen share. So you'll see my screen in a moment here, and that all gets recorded, which is cool. And let me get into my browser. And this is our team page. So if you ever go to robgehring.com/massive success, you'll be taken to, well, actually not. You will not be taken to this page. I'll show you in a second how we get them. robgehring.com/massive success is the team blog that links to the team site. So we'll actually get over to the blog shortly here. But as we say on the page right there, your success begins here. Congratulations and welcome to Team Massive Success. Let's get started. Last week we talked about why you are here, okay? And maybe next week we'll talk about overcoming fear. But tonight I wanted to talk about Instagram and Facebook, because I was having a conversation with Tom a little while back, and he's doing a great job with Instagram and getting a lot of content going, and Facebook as well. But one of the things you also want to do as a parallel strategy is be building your following. And there's different ways. There's a real easy way to do it, and then there's some more advanced things. I'm just going to talk about the basics, and if I'm saying things that you already heard, I apologize. But hopefully I'll give you a few new wrinkles and a few little fresh tidbits tonight. And some of it's just really easy, but you may not have realized a couple of things. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a general topic that will help any marketer, no matter what company that they're with. So before I do that, though, again, here's our team site, and our team site links to our team blog, and our team blog links to our team site. So we'll talk in coming weeks about overcoming fear. We'll talk about setting goals. We'll talk about a lot of things. For those that are new, that are brand new, and we don't have anybody that's brand spanking new in the room tonight, but maybe somebody will listen to the recording, and I want to give a really important piece of information. I want to welcome everybody, no matter what level you're at, no matter what day you started. We welcome you to our Team Massive Success and Aspire Digital Altitude, and we're so glad to have you as part of the team. And we encourage you, when you go to robgehring.com/massive success, to follow the video instructions there, to connect with your coach. That's the number one thing. You got to be able to log into your back office. You want to be able to connect with your coach and then begin your training. And then you just let it unfold from there. If you are serious about having your own digital business, your own digital franchise business, right, then you just follow the plan and it all just unfolds and you'll end up, in a good place. And there's moments that we all go through it. There's moments in any business where you go, wow, maybe I'm not having a great day today. Maybe I'm, second guessing this or that decision, but, or any other obstacles that may come your way. But that's just part of online, offline, everything, that's related to growing and succeeding and getting past your comfort zone and getting to the next level. So you work through those. You work through that with your coach, with your sponsor, with your leaders, with your team, and it develops you strength and it develops you the fortitude to just win at everything, not just in business, but in life. So there's so much upside here, but you're going to have rough days. You're going to have great, glorious, triumphant days where you have a huge sales day. And then you're going to have days where maybe, not too much is happening and maybe, things are kind of quiet. So, that's, life and business. So you got to have the same great, positive, optimistic attitude, no matter if it's the greatest day ever or the toughest day ever. No matter what, you always want to move forward with the vision of your goals that you're looking ahead to, and keep those near and dear and keep those close to you. so that you know, when you need it, you can pull that out for additional motivation. Because I guarantee you, each and every one of you who is committed and you know, is following the plan will have massive success. That's my pledge to you. As long as you don't quit, that's the key. You're in the game then. Okay. All righty. So I just went over to our links page, important links from our team site. And one of those important links is our team blog. So I'm going to click on that. And it's a good place to start because it has the welcome video on it. So it's the video where I tell people exactly what I said: connect with your coach, connect with your coach, connect with your coach. I can't say it enough times. There really is nothing else in this business other than following the steps of success. And once somebody who joins stops and you know, doesn't move past a certain step, or you know, just kind of gets stalled, that's where things do get stuck and things do stop. So as leaders, we want to encourage our new people to continue to move through their steps. And sometimes a step can be an obstacle. Oh, I'm real confused with step 3. Well, move on to step 4 then. You know, you got to keep moving forward in this business. So that's a little getting started information that you guys can use for yourselves and for your teams as well. And again, new folks, connect with your coach, connect with your coach, connect with your coach. And if you stop at some point on your training, just pick up where you left off. It's no problem. There is no such thing as ever being able to be deleted from this business. You go what's called maybe inactive at the very worst. It's just a matter of logging back in again, getting reactivated. Sometimes you even get a new coach if you've been gone for a long time. But people think that they're going to be deleted or they're going to be kicked out. No, it doesn't happen quite like that. So people can literally pick up exactly where they left off and you know, just move it forward. So the next thing I want to talk about is the leader page. Okay, so I'm going to go to the leader page. As you can see right in this area here is where from the team blog you can then move to the team site, so you can literally juggle from one to the other, back and forth, toggle, so to speak. All right, so now onto the leaderboard, just updated, right? We're almost to our 400th team member, and that's pretty awesome. We should feel really great about that. So here's the leaderboard right now. It stands with Lawrence Coe with 91. He has had, along with Rochelle, he has had another rise upgrade. So it just shows, you know, Lawrence is adding people to his funnel every day. You know, that's really what it's about. Every day, every other day, fairly consistently. And over time, the numbers, you know, catch up with themselves, and the success just sneaks up on you, honestly. Rebecca has 35 dollar trial members. Martin Bigler 28, Tom 16, and Carlos 13. So these are all team members. I treat, you know, everybody the same, honestly. Everybody's meaningful in Team Massive Success, no matter how new you are, no matter if you're active or inactive. Of course, we appreciate the contributions of those that are here week in and week out and grinding. They're going to get to the top of the mountain faster, but we appreciate our entire team. We want to always offer this table up for the entire team. You know, never give up on them, never stop sending them emails. The only way things stop for them is when they unsubscribe. Otherwise, it's full steam ahead. Just the same with your prospects. You're always marketing, always putting out value and content until they unsubscribe. And then they've told you, I'm not interested. But as long as they're still subscribed, they're still interested. Just because they haven't taken the dollar trial, just because they haven't started their training steps, just because they haven't upgraded the rise, doesn't mean that they're not listening and that they're not paying attention to every little thing that's going on. We have to remember that. We have to remember that. And there's our buddy Lawrence. So hi, Lawrence. How you doing? From the land down under. It looks like a nice day there. I see some sunshine there. So good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Okay, let me take a breath here. All right, so congratulations to everybody. And you know, the key is to get on the list here. Once you're activated and blessed to begin marketing, then your name will be added. And here we go. Then you'll fly up the leaderboard as well. So that is it. That is it on this front. So let me go to my topic then tonight. I just got to roll up that little scrolly page there. There we go. And let's start with Instagram. I'm going to start with Instagram since that's kind of our new baby here. What I'm going to talk about tonight is how to add people to your Instagram, or how do you do it? Well, and here's the thing. This is a basic topic because Instagram and Facebook both have a built-in ability to feed you constant prospects, right? They just may not all be good ones or ones that you want, right? So in Instagram, right now I'm on what they call the wall, and I'm on my laptop versus my phone. You cannot post on Instagram from your computer. You can only view other people's posts and look at look at your profile and look at who's liked your stuff and whatnot, and look at suggested people that you can friend, but you can't actually post. So that's a little tidbit about Instagram. But I'm not showing posting tonight, so this will work. This will work just fine. So the thing about Instagram is, let's look at my profile. I'm gonna move our box down here just a tad so I can see that. So I've been really fussing around with my profile a lot. So as you can see, I've posted 35 times. I have 425 followers, and I'm following 572. So I follow a lot of times in order to get somebody to follow me back. You need a nice snappy little title. So mine is Husband, Father, and Life Changer, right? Wow, that's a quick synopsis of me. And that's it. Family first, business second, but I can help people, and you can help people. We're all in that position. What a job description that is, right? And I just take people to my robgehring.com, which I newly designed because I was given some coaching on how to design a lead capture page for social media. And this is something we can coach, and Team Consistency does a great job with these kind of topics when you start going through team consistency training. So this is a picture of my family when we were out in a nice in a nice situation when we were traveling. So it's a nice backdrop. It's colorful. It's personal. It leads to my personal video that takes people to my dollar trial. So it's much more personal than the one I use for my paid advertising that basically is the company page, but it just draws very well in paid advertising. That's why I use it. But it doesn't have my picture. It doesn't have my family's picture on it. It just says, about making more money in, a certain amount of time than people making a certain amount of, than the people who are working a regular job making a certain amount of time. And it's a nice message, and it gets people's attention, and I get humongous amount of leads and opt-ins from that. But that doesn't work on social media. That looks like I'm just spamming, or not really spamming, but it looks like I'm just trying to sell somebody something. Whereas here, I'm not trying to necessarily sell somebody something. I'm trying to solve a problem that they have, to help them to realize their dreams of financial and time freedom. So that has been a breakthrough moment for me to finally get this set up. And I really encourage you guys to go through Team Consistency training on Facebook, Instagram, all the different things that they offer. But you got to be at Rise level in order to open up that whole section of training. Rise level, 18 steps completed, and you have your affiliate set and you have your monthly level set. That's when I can introduce you to John and company, John and Mike and Muriel and Dirk and all those guys over there. And they do a Saturday training, which is really awesome. So we work really closely with Team Consistency as part of Team Massive Success. So I just wanted to show you that little something that I just worked on, and finally, and I'm just going to send my free traffic from safe lists and viral mailers over to this as well, because it fits my criteria. It has the single email opt-in right there. Plus it's on page 1. So in a viral mailer, that should pull as well, I think, because the company page doesn't work there either, right? I've learned. So I've used some different things over in the viral mailers. But in paid advertising, it's just the page. Those that are marketing know what I'm talking about. Those that aren't, we'll show you. There's a little simple page that on paid advertising gives you a 50% opt-in rate. That means if you buy 30 clicks, you're going to get 15 leads, like it's religion, right? And then the math plays out from there. How many are going to become dollar trials? I can give you numbers later on about that. How many ultimately become Rise and above? But it all starts from our lead capture pages, which we also call our funnels. But sometimes in one medium versus another, you have to use a different funnel. And that was a recent realization that I learned. So let me close that out, because you've seen that. Let me go back to Instagram. So the other thing that I wanted to show you, you see my posts, they're just pictures, but these are pictures about financial freedom right now. Okay, I'll just show you quick. I think I can click on my George Burns one. Right, this one got me about 4 likes today, and likes are people that I can then begin chatting with, and I can begin following them and building that back and forth relationship. But my thing today was don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed. Okay, and my wife thought that meant something else, but I don't. But I explained it to her, and she finally got it. She's like, oh, okay. And then I just put my robgehring.com as my caption, because I don't have to really explain anything else here, right? That's pretty clear. I love Instagram because of the images and pictures. I'm going to learn more and share more with you about hashtags and a couple other little tricks, potentially making that a live link. It's hard to get a live link in Instagram on your post that somebody can click on. And you can also do tagging even to your own profile. So you can, people who find this and aren't following you can go to your profile. In Instagram, you want people to go to your profile. Reason being is that you want them to opt in. That's why we're doing this, right? Opt in, go through the emails, hopefully click the dollar trial, become, dollar trial members, and become Rise and all of that. It can happen from anywhere. Paid advertising, free advertising, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. So that's just, so it doesn't take me a lot of time. And another concept that we talk a lot about in team consistency is the marketing wheel, which I'm learning more about. And it's just making all your things fit together, right? It's called congruency. Everything fits together. So somebody who's on my mail list, I should show my Instagram. Or somebody from Instagram can then come onto my mail list. And we're talking, the theme should be common. And it shouldn't be like all kinds of things all over the map. It should be a consistent themes that I put out to all my platforms. Just different ways of doing it, a picture versus a written textual post in social media, or an actual email. So you want your email clients to check out your social media. You want your social media people to opt in and get on your email list. And it's a wheel. So think of it as the marketing wheel. Very important. You'll learn much more about this as time goes on, because my wheel's getting better. So your wheel will get better, because I teach and coach everything I learn. I pass forward as part of being the leader of Team Massive Success. Now, this is important over here, the hearts. So that's the people that like your stuff, okay? So Arthur just liked something 1 hour ago. He liked two things an hour ago. This one here, this one here. So let me just move our window over this way now. So I look for my likes, and I look for people that, here was one that wasn't following me, and it'll say follow. So I click follow. Now I'm following Daniel. So people will find you. I'm not sure how that works, but they find you, and that's a great way. If anybody likes your stuff, then make sure you're following them, okay? Or if anybody starts following you, you really need to follow them, right? I mean, I think that's the ultimate flattery. So then all the rest of these people are already following me, but have I talked with them? There's actually a chat. There's actually just like a messenger that's part of Instagram. I can chat with any of these people. And I say, hi, how are you? And Tom says, hey, I'm doing great. What are you up to nowadays? Oops, I went to a post. I didn't want to do that. What are you up to nowadays, Tom? And Tom will say, hey, yeah, you know what? Oh, Lawrence is following me now. Co 888338. Thanks, Lawrence. Nice visual aid. So now I'm following you, my friend. And this is how we build suggestions. This is how we build additional followers, because we're all playing off each other's followers and lists. And there's an algorithm that presents us with there's an algorithm that presents us with, who are people that maybe we should also take a close look at. And we'll talk about that when we talk about vetting. So I just continue down. But like I said, like Tom or the Yuma bloggers are intimately dramatic. I can have chats with them, find out a little bit more about them, and see if there is maybe some compatibility, or maybe I can get a little further into a conversation, get them to, go to my profile and fill in that email. And then maybe encourage them, because a lot of times internet marketers just wait for everything to happen systemically and automatically. And us at Network, we kind of encourage, people a little bit more. We use our personalities and our influence to get people to move forward that maybe wouldn't, because they want a real person. They want somebody who's real. Chats can lead to phone conversations, can lead to Skype, conversations and interactions. So the closer you get to people, I've always found, the more success that you'll have. And I think all of you will agree that you came this far probably because something you saw, and the more deeper you get into it, you like it more and more, whereas maybe in the beginning you weren't so sure. So all this stuff that we do cements cements things. Like when we say bring a guest, it's going to make them maybe become a believer, and that believer could earn you someday $10,000 or $15,000, right? That's the kind of seriousness we're talking about here. So continuing down this list here, it's just interesting, and I watch this very closely. I follow people who follow me. I like to chat with people who like my stuff, and I'm looking to grow this. So you're saying, well, how do I grow this other than following back people that I know just followed me? Okay, that's one way. Way number one in Instagram to grow your following is to basically follow people that are following you, because you don't want just followers, you want relationships, right? So if we continue down this list, let's see if there's anything else to share and show you. Now this one here, I didn't like what I saw from their profile. I'm going to talk about vetting now. So I'm not following them. I don't want it. I don't want what they're doing. Somehow they followed me, that's fine. You may have more followers than you have people that you follow because, again, you're vetting. You should be vetting. Okay, so let's talk about vetting here for a second. All right, so that comes from this little button here. And this is your suggestions. And on the phone, it looks a little differently. But all this same stuff and more is in the app as well. And I recommend that you use Instagram on your mobile device with the app. So Instagram's telling me. So this is how way number two that we're building our list. We take these suggestions that Instagram gives us. So loving our addict, Connie Moreau. Let's see. Do I want to follow her? Let's take a look. This is vetting. You want to vet everybody, even vet the people that are following you. Don't follow people if it's just not the right thing to do. Don't just be blind about it. Be precise about this. So I'm going to click her picture. Now, doesn't have any posts, 56 followers and 32 following. I don't see anything on the profile that makes me want to do it. No, so I'm not going to do it. Not interested. Now, you may disagree and try to follow somebody who's not posting. Are they really going to look at are they really active here? Are they really going to end up liking your stuff or whatnot? Maybe. How about Sherry? Same thing. Very little going on here. I mean, there's just no action here. So that's just not going to fly for me. But there's a ton more. If I click on, if I move our window over to this side. Now, Marilyn, I just recently started following because I know her from the viral mailer world. Marilyn Ali. So of course, if I know the person, I'm just going to immediately follow them. Now I can see all the suggestions. And the more you're careful, the more compatibility you're going to get, because then Instagram pays attention and says, this is the kind of people. So the people that are linked to Marilyn are people that I actually probably want to work with. So then that's going to make those suggestions happen for me. And it'll notice that you're not taking certain suggestions. It's going to remove them and give you new ones. But you need to be active with this every day. But look at this. Really? I'm going to have a problem building an Instagram? I'm not making this up. This is in your same, and this is linked to my Facebook. So your Facebook and Instagram do talk to each other. Over at Facebook, you can integrate your accounts. If you just say to Facebook, yeah, I have an Instagram, then all of a sudden, they magically mention to your Facebook people to check you out on Instagram. Or you could post in Facebook and say, here's my Instagram. Follow me, right? But look at this. I mean, I got to get to work. These are all leads. These are all leads that I didn't pay anything for. Anything, nothing, zero. But there's work to be done here, my friends. There's work to be done. I'm going to pick one. See if I can get a good one. You never know. Let's take a look at Sandra. Okay, well, looking at this is nice. This is nice. I mean, there's tea and crumpets here and things like that. Christmas tree. I don't know. I'm not sure this is a marketer, but that necessarily doesn't mean that you can't. Anybody can become a marketer, right? Marketing's not about, I am a marketer, so, I'm going to continue to try different things. There are people that, they just, they've always dreamed, they've had it in their mind about working from home. So, go with your heart sometimes. Go with your, maybe these are some common interests. Maybe you like to do some of these things like drink tea in the midday or whatnot and have some family time like this. Then maybe you can follow this person and say, hey, I really like your pictures. I do this too. I try this kind of tea. Maybe you'd like that. Maybe you can give me some tea suggestions. You can also then say, what do you do for a living? Boy, that's, do you like that? Oh, I hate it. I hate going to work every day. I can't stand it. This becomes a different kind of marketing. Now we're stepping away from marketers who are jaded in their own ways. And, oh, I'm already busy. How many of you have been out here in the marketing world for a while have heard, oh, my plate's full, I can't do any more? Are you making any money? No, but it's coming. I got a new pre-launch I'm involved in, and I know I'm going to hit the big time on this one. So marketers are sometimes the harder people. The only good thing with following marketers is they bring other people. They have a trail behind them that you can maybe, cherry pick from. But somebody fresh like this, I'll give Sandra a shot. I don't know much about tea and crumpets, but, hey, maybe it's time for me to start learning, right? Okay, so I'm following her now. So we'll see. She may have some really cool stuff, and maybe we can get to know each other, and you may see her at a meeting coming up down the road at some point. So that's my stuff about Instagram, and that's really basic. There's nothing that you had to do that's a trick. There's no kind of cheat here. I'm not talking about hashtags or tagging or any of that complex stuff. Just your basic, good old-fashioned, vetting, checking people out, just like when you're dating. You don't just go out with everybody, right? You look at the profile and you go, think of this as, you're it's really similar, you're vetting people that are going to be working for you, kind of, though we work for ourselves, but they'll be on your team, and people that, can do a lot of good things for you. So choose carefully, be selective, but it's really cool that the next big person that could be the next $1 million earner from Digital Altitude could be in this list of people right here. And how do you know until you work through the process in a nice, professional, respectful manner? Okay, so that's Instagram. Let's check out Facebook. Facebook has become very, very, and look, I already got chats going on in, oh yeah, this is somebody who wanted to check out the webinar. So they're already in Digital Altitude. So, but I thought maybe that would happen. Anyway, so I'm always working Facebook because I've got 5,000 friends, and I've always got to take about 5 or 10 out in order to make room for the new people. And one of these days, I got to really take a big bite out of it to give myself some cushion here. So Instagram's my new baby. Facebook, I've been working for years. So I have a lot of people that maybe they're tired of me. I don't know. It's like, they whatever. There is that happens too. So you got to kind of assess your Facebook and sometimes kind of clean it up and get some new blood in there. So the way Facebook works when it comes to this type of friend thing, I'm not going to explain Facebook to you because you understand it, but let's always look at our friends. It's the same vetting process. Now, I don't have any new friend requests. If I get one, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to vet it, and I'm going to decide whether it works or not. Then I have the famous people you may know. So it's very similar to Instagram. Anna Peters. Let's just go right to the top of the list. I'm going to move the box over again. Nope, I think I'm good now. Can you guys hear me? Give me a hi. Somebody raise their hand if they can still hear me. Okay. I was fooling around, and I think for a second there, muted myself. All right. So Facebook and Anna, I'm looking at the profile here. There's nothing there. There's so many of these empty profiles, and I don't know what it is about that, but that's nothing there that I'm going to even touch with a 10-foot pole. So that's fine. All right. So, but there's plenty of other fish in the ocean. If I hit see all, if I can get a good 3 to 5 every day, I'm really, and these are quality leads if I'm vetting them, right? And they're looking good to me. That's a good deal. Some of these people I know, like Gabriel Helene, I know who that is. And it's interesting because it says kind of mutual friends. So mutual friends means there could be compatibility, but then like I said, there's that fresh person too that you just never know. So don't discount that. Just do your vetting and add accordingly. The worst mistake you can make is do what I did about 6 years ago. Add everybody. I can do it. I'm Mr. Superman marketer. I can get anybody to come forward. I can sell popsicles to Eskimos and ketchup popsicles to ladies with white gloves on the 4th of July. I can do it all. I can make all that happen. No, I can't. They don't care. They didn't unfriend me, but I could see it when you look at Facebook. It shows you how many followers you have. People are polite. They don't want to unfriend you, but when they feel that you're like one of these marketer guys or gals, they'll just unfollow you. So then they won't see your stuff anymore. So that's another thing about Facebook. So the other thing is that Instagram doesn't give us this capability is search. This is another way you can build your Facebook list. How about online marketers up in the search bar? And we're going to do the same vetting procedure as well. So it's going to show me pages. It's going to show me posts from friends, groups, links, loading more results. People were saying a lot of stuff comes up on that. Oh, I know what. Let me see here. People. I want to be in the people section. And see how I search for online marketers? And I'm in people here. Rodney, Lisa, Dieter, they're all up for grabs. Just don't add too many, because then it does look like you're doing something fishy. So, you know, I 5, maybe 10 a day. You'll know what your line is. The worst that can happen in the beginning is you'll get suspended maybe for a day, and then you'll learn what your line is, and you'll never do it again. You'll know 12 is the number or whatever. So, you know, you gotta go for the gusto in this world. But, you know, I don't have enough time in the day, honestly. You know, but if you have the time to vet all kinds of people, why not? I say, why not? I mean, this is just gold. And that's just one search term. Think of other people. So you got to think, what else would be a good search term to use for people that would be a good fit for digital altitude? Stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, right? They don't even have to be professional marketers. They just are people that, you know, maybe they have goals, they have dreams, they, you know, different search terms. Just think about it. Now, I don't have all the answers. I'm here to probe your mind and to massage it a little bit. I always say people have the ability to go way beyond me. I'm just me. I know what I know and I do what I do. But it's fun sometimes. I've inspired people and I go, wow, they really, and I did kind of do what they do, because I didn't think of, I have the topic and I'm giving the information, then they go do something great with it. And that's gratifying. That's fun. So who knows, you know, this little meeting that we did here could be the, you know, the genesis of unbelievable things for you folks tonight. And that's it. That's the simplicity of Instagram and Facebook, building those followers. And then when you have great content, like what Tom's doing right now, Tom's a great example. I see his content, so I know. Some of the other guys may be doing great content too. Facebook doesn't always show you everybody's stuff. That's one of the things about it. It has these complicated algorithms. But don't worry about algorithms. Just be honest, be yourself, be genuine. Show a lot of your personal family stuff. You're fun. You're out picking cherries, or out in the doing some lawn work or whatever, and having a fun time doing it. Snap some shots, put it up there. Then you may show, hey, I made my first commission. You know, well, wait a minute. This person has fun with their family and they're making money. Maybe I should kind of look at what they're doing. I could use a side income. You know, who couldn't use a side income? You got to figure out a way to make yourself real so that you don't come off like a scammer, because nobody wants a scammer. Nobody wants to lose money. So it's know, like, and trust. And this is what we do. And you can do this for a living, and you're not paying Facebook nothing, and you're not paying Instagram nothing. And there are paid ads you can do with those outfits, but I wouldn't do it, okay? Because this is, you can go, you know, you can do some things just with this little strategy if you're consistent with it every day. So that's about it on that. Let me just bring our recorded portion to an end here. We'll show our beautiful back office of Digital Altitude. And again, if you're new, just click on, go to the home page, contact your coach, start up, do your steps, right? Okay, get that rise right here. That's important. You'll learn about that in step 6. That's kind of the rise conversation. So anyway, that's all I've got. So I'm going to do the following. I'm going to end my screen share. I'm going to wish everybody, now my live group, please stay, because now we'll unmute everybody and we'll have Q&A. But for my recording purposes, I'm going to end. So I wish everybody massive success, a great rest of your week and weekend. We'll reconvene next week. We'll have a great topic next week, I'm sure. I'll think about what I want to do. I always take suggestions too from the team. Make sure you invite your team. Make sure you invite your guests. Let's rock this out. I think that this is a good showing tonight, the people that we're seeing up on the screen. But we can rock this much, much bigger. And I'm willing to do it every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, thank you. And to everybody's massive success, we will now end the recording. Thank you.